Hey, I was just about to join some. Oh shit! Oh shit! There's only one thing I love more than smashing in a monster's head with some wind chimes, and that's helping my friends. I usually play support characters in multiplayer games, like a healer in ESO, Anti-Gadget in Siege, or Night Stalker in Destiny. Why? Because I like being a useful member of my. It's because I'm shit. I just like making everyone around me stronger and the enemy weaker, so we can all succeed. How does the hunting horn work? Alright, first of all, what is Monster Hunter? You hunt monsters and use their parts to make weapons and armor to hunt more monsters. It has, and I quote, autistic levels of min-maxing. I'll probably talk about these games another time, but right now let's talk about Hunting Horn. The Hunting Horn, while able to work fine on its own, is mostly a support weapon. Whenever you do attack, you make a note. Triangle is note 1, circle is note 2, and both is note 3. Combining notes in certain ways makes songs. The songs you can do depend on the hunting horn you're using. You can store up to 3 songs, and when you're ready, you can do a performance playing the songs in reverse order of when they were stored. Giving your team buffs like attack up, defense up, oil up. At the end of your performance, you can also give an encore to increase their duration. You can also make an echo bubble, which will reverb all of the attacks that you make inside of it, and give an additional effect depending on the horn. The song that you actually play changes depending on what horn you're using. Those are the basics, but let me show you how to really help your team. Here's my build. Is it meta? No. Is it fun? Yes. I go around putting healing and attack buffs while I try not to get one shot. Keyword try. If I, a humble switch axe enjoyer, can have fun with this, you can too. But what other games can I be useful in?
They are my bulwark against the terror. They are the defenders of humanity. They are my space marines, and they shall know no fear.
In this game I play Bulwark because I got a cool axe and a shield. These are the support perks that I run, and this is what happens when I use them. Okay, enough of this PvE woke shit, let's talk about PvP. In PvE games, supports are usually just people who can heal and give buffs, but in PvP games it's a bit different. I have an opinion. Supports should support their team. Most people would think that supports should just heal, and we'll get into that. I think supports should do at least 3 things. 1. Be able to heal their team. 2. Be able to buff or debuff. And 3. Be able to provide crowd control. More or less, every support in most games do 1 or more of these things, and again, in my opinion, if they do all 3 things well, then they're a well-designed support. Speaking of well-designed, okay, I'm only going to talk about this for a short time, watch the last video if you want more, but this game has 2 characters that I think fit my philosophy on support design quite well. Medic doesn't have crowd control in the normal sense, however he does do all 3. He can heal, obviously, he can buff his allies with the Vaccinator, giving him and both of them damage resistance, and can do crowd control with his different Ubers. If you don't agree, tell that to the Uber Flog Pyro behind you. And then there's Engineer. I'll keep this brief, because I can talk about this for hours, but the Dispenser gives healing and ammo, the Teleporter gives his team the best buff of all, getting back into the fight, and then the Sentry locks down an area. If you want to push, you need to take it out. So TF2 is a well-designed game, who would have fucking thought? But what about its predecessors? I want to talk about 2 games, Overwatch 2 and Marvel Rivals, just because they're the ones I'm playing at the moment. I'm going to talk about their philosophy on support design, examples of well and poorly designed supports, and how people treat support players. Also, I'm not going to talk about balance, I'm just talking about design. Just because I do or don't talk about a certain character doesn't mean I think they're good or bad, or I don't like them. I'm just talking about the extremes because it's more interesting. Let's start with Rivals. It's still pretty new, so the roster is pretty small, but their support design is shit. Most fights are won or lost based on what support ultimates you have, and every support is more or less a DPS hybrid. Luna's ult is so good, the meta for a while was being Luna Loki, and Loki would just copy Luna's ult. Luna will always be good because she's NetEase's OC K-pop star, please do not steal. But I don't think the ult of no one dies for the next few seconds is a good idea in terms of design. NetEase has also kind of noticed this, with Invisible Woman and Ultron being the only two supports released since launch, and their ults being a bit different. Invisible Woman's gives a lot of healing, slows enemies and makes everyone inside invisible to everyone outside, but it's stationary, and if she dies it ends early, so it makes herself a target. And then Ultron shoots lasers that heals or does damage. I hope they go more of this direction for future heroes. In terms of like actual design, most are fine, but I have an example of a good and a bad one. I'm not joking, Jeff is a well-designed character. His passive is he can't be crit, his primary fire heals and does damage, his secondary fire is a bullet that does a little knockback, ability 1 lets him go underwater, move faster, climb up walls and regen health, ability 2 shoots a bubble that if an ally walks into it, it gives all friendlies around the bubble health, increased movement speed and increased healing. And finally his ult leaves a pool of water that heals allies where he activated it, then he dives underwater and reappears, swallowing everyone in the area. He can then spit out allies or enemies, or mostly just walk off the map, killing himself and anyone he swallowed. So he can heal, give buffs, and has crowd control. He's perfect. So what's the problem? His healing isn't great, and it's only really good if someone is buffed by the bubble. So because of that, a lot of people see him as a troll pick because the scoreboard says he's bad. Rocket is poorly designed. Sure, he ticks 2 of the boxes, but it's what his abilities are. His passive is he can climb on walls and slowly fall. Primary fire is a gun. Secondary fire is healing balls. Ability 1 is a dash in a direction he's looking. Ability 2 is an armor station that spews out armor packs that give some bonus health. And his ult is a big buffing station that gives all allies health, bonus health, and more damage. The station and the ult can be destroyed, and the station disappears if Rocket dies. The main thing, however, is that if an ally dies within range of the station, they get revived at full health. The station is then destroyed and put on a 45-second cooldown. Every 45 seconds, Rocket can revive someone. I mean, yeah, Warlock can do it too, but that's his ult and they don't come back with full health. Rocket can do it more or less whenever he wants, and because of this and also his just main playstyle, he's just so fucking boring. You play Rocket by putting the station in a safe place, going in the back line, and holding down secondary fire. If you get dove, jetpack away. When you get your ult, just use it. If the ult gets focused down, it doesn't really matter, you saved your teammates. He can heal you from a mile away and get out safely, but then your team dives with half health and starts spamming the they need heals, then they get focused and all of a sudden they're dead and it's your fault! Okay, let's talk about Overwatch. Overwatch has been around longer, so their philosophy on character design has changed over the years. Some for better or worse. The more recent heroes, except for Mauga, have actually been pretty good. Juno and Yu Yang have actually been quite fun for me. However, I think they struck gold with the first few.
I need
Ana is such a well-designed character. She's simple yet complex and can do almost anything. Her primary fire heals allies and damages enemies over time. Her secondary scopes in. If you shoot from the hip, it's a projectile. If you fire from ADS, it's hit scan. Ability 1 is a sleep dart that knocks out enemies for a few seconds or until they take damage. Ability 2 is a grenade. If it hits an ally, it gives healing and increases healing done. If it's an enemy, it does damage and prevents healing done, both for a few seconds. Her ult injects an ally with Ket, giving them full health, increased movement speed and increased damage for a few seconds. So she can heal, buff, debuff and crowd control. The only downside is she has no movement at all. But if she gets dove, that's what the sleep dart's for. To me, Ana's the perfect support, but there is another really good one. Lucio is just so fun. While Ana has no movement, Lucio is all about it. He has a passive where he can wall ride and wall climb if you do it right. His primary fire shoots 3 projectiles, his secondary is a boop that knocks people away, and his ult gives friendlies big shields for a few seconds. His other abilities are where it gets interesting. He has an aura that either gives himself and nearby allies more movement speed or healing. His ability 1 switches between the two, and his ability 2 boosts the amount of healing or speed they give for a few seconds. So he can heal, buff and crowd control. But while his core design is the same as Ana, his job is different. He helps his allies by getting them where they need to be, and then becoming an annoyance for the enemies. He bugs them with poke, boops them out of position, and is too fast to get caught. Most of the time. But then you have some dickhead complaining about not getting hit. Lucio has been in the game since launch, and Ana was the first character released post-launch. And they've more or less stayed the same, showing how well they've held up. But as time went on, Blizzard's design philosophy changed, and we got Let's start with Moira. Her secondary fire sprays healing mist on allies, but it has a meter that depletes. Her primary fire recharges it by dealing damage. It also auto-locks onto enemies in range. Ability 1 is a dash that makes her invisible and invincible for a few seconds. Ability 2 fires an orb that either heals or damages. Her ult is a beam that heals and damages at the same time. Are you fucking serious? Some would argue that Moira is for people who have trouble aiming. Cloak and Dagger and Wanda in Rivals are similar this way. And to that I say, fucking gigantic skill issue. Kiriko, it's the opposite. You actually need to be quite decent at aiming to be good with her, but her issue is she's Blizzard's favourite OC please do not steal. Her primary fire is a high damage kunai, her secondary is auto track and healing, ability 1 is a fucking teleport that lets you go to an ally, ability 2 heals and cleanses all debuffs. She's the only character in the game to have this. Her ult gives movement and attack speed increase, and she can climb walls faster than Hanzo and Genji. She's Blizzard's moneymaker, so she has more skins than some characters in Overwatch 1. Overall, I think the supports in Overwatch are pretty well designed, like they're okay. There's a handful of bad examples, but nothing too bad. Until someone looks at the scoreboard and sees the low healing number and all of a sudden you're fucking trash! I need healing, holy fucking shit, I get it. Everyone needs fucking healing. You put yourself in shit situations and then blame me. You say it's the healer's fault, but guess what? I'm not a fucking healer! You're negative and blaming me. I'm so sick and tired of these people blaming support for their own fuck-ups. Anyone's fault but mine, right? Do you know why I play support? It's not because I want to help you, it's because I don't fucking trust you. Dog shit. The lot of you. You only have a team fight because I'm keeping you alive. You're only MVP because I let you have it. You're only alive because I demand it. You breathe because I will it. And you will dive when I fucking tell you to. I'm the one holding us together. I'm the one getting us to win. I'm just fucking better. Look at this. Look how fucking easy your job is. You are nothing. I'm the best fucking player in the world. If you play support and you want to improve, there are 3 things to focus on. 1. Get better at aiming. 2. Get better at positioning. 3. Focus on yourself. Stay with your team on the high ground if possible. Have an exit route, just in case you get in trouble. And try to aim. For healing, focus on who is the most likely to die next, and whoever has the lowest health. And if people are getting too much, turn off text chat and don't bother joining the voice chat. Just know, no matter who you're playing, no matter if you're playing good or bad, no matter if you win or lose, someone will blame you. I play support because I want to feel useful, and I feel the most useful by keeping my team alive and well. Thanks for watching. This was experimental, to say the least. A little bit of dabbling and storytelling. Yeah. More stuff to come. Thumbs up. Okay, bye.